Oh, that's a good cause, at least. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember having one last year.
25th, that's the week of Thanksgiving. I can't do that one. It's one of, if not the busiest time of the year.
On Thanksgiving. What? Bring that here. Here.
Yep. I work Thanksgiving afternoon and then Black Friday morning.
Yeah.
Thankfully, I don't have to close on Black Friday and then turn around and open back up. But I do have to be there at 6:30 in the goddamn morning to open up at 7. Are you, Shawnee?
Yeah.
And so basically her assistant. Yeah, my friend is a wedding and planner, coordinator, and that's coordinator and all that stuff. And so I'm basically her assistant.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Losing his shit. Shut up!
Here we go, here we go.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Malcolm and Negan. I don't need a helmet.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Coming in.
Hell no.
White, white, white. Man!
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, alert! 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 Get hot!
Garoppolo on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He's got a man complete.
You're going to learn real quick.
Big
Don't press
pickup
me,
of
Sean.
38. Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
Probably already gone Betty by 10-10.
Here we go.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch.
65, 65.
Check 26.
Come on, come on, come on. Get hot!
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. So add that tackle for a loss to the 2 that he had a week ago.
And you know what he's doing right now?
Smiling?
Yeah, definitely doing that. But he's also patting his guys on the back, his defensive front, because they're keeping him clean, meaning no one's getting to him as a blocker. He's able to run to the football, and the plays he's making, he's spilling them in the offensive backfield.
SOS. Check.
Black!
Watch twitch.
Get hot!
Twitch.
2nd down, McKinnon. Got some real estate inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Jarek McKinnon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
You gonna see me in your nightmares.
On play action, it's Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to clear you up.
Ito Smith, his first carry. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Here we go, here we go. Blue 80!
Mike 5-4.
82, 82!
Hey, one set. Check.
What's up?
On first down, Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ito Smith. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Crunch time, defense.
Check 4. Black, come on. Check 37. Check 37. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try to run for it with Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 49ers 10-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Smith trying to run for it. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Back man.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, kill it. Hey, force, don't kill it.
You better bring it. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. There we go.
Lefty, lefty.
Alert 3.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Wentz. Complete. Smith has it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And Elliott puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand there, first place, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better...
He's got daylight. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. On the counter, it's Smith. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. From just shy of midfield, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here we go. Hey, orbit. Check. Watch 54.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Smith. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, check Mike 57. Ain't no such thing.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make it
Glad I'm
over
not
2
the only
minutes,
one who
but
thought
that
it.
window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. On the toss, it's McKinnon. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
5-9.
57. Mike.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Makes it
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Smith. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Smith on 1st down. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 31 yards there and a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On second down, it's Smith, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
Here we go. 120. Check three.
On the draw, this is Smith. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. And the kick by Elliott is good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. So we've come to halftime at a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report.
Coach. Just scraped the bottom of the crossbar. If I'd been a yard closer, it would have been good.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you.
Man 5-7.
Mike 54.
Oh, you got deep?
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, exit.
Silver.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike, what's up?
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game.
Here we go.
Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
Here we go. 180. Check 53. You don't know no better.
That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36.
Slam.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here we go. 180.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
180. Check. Watch 54. Come on, baby. 65. 36. Switch on Travis.
On first down, McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
11.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Here we go. 180. 54. Mike, 54. Coming.
Now Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check curls.
They'll run it again with Smith. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. The 30. 10. For touchdown. Philadelphia. Ito Smith. 76 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. Elliott good on the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check 24. Lock. Rush in.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hope the kiddo enjoys his birthday.
Wait.
Garoppolo now. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They go back to the ground with Smith. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
They'll run on first down. Smith, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Go. Waiting.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me some.
Now it's Smith. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
74.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
At that 18-yard line.
Here we go.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! Watch the run, watch the run. 53 to Mike, 50 hot.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Mike 20, Mike 20. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Again, it's Smith. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
46 down, man, 5-4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Go. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now watch run. Slam.
Round. 81.
Mike 5-4.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Eagles on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
A give to Smith out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work in the office, doesn't it?
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Smith. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, come on,
Now it's Smith running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Time to go. Night.
They run the counter. Smith. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce. 8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 180. 54. 13.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now. 15 out of 17 through the air. Only 2 incompletions. It's 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Attaboy, Freddy.